Schema's versioned. Changes deploy automatically. But what about the data? Your lookup tables, your seed data, your reference rows, that stuff needs to ship too. And if you're copying scripts around by hand, you're one missed foreign key away from a broken deploy. Hey folks, I'm Forge Barrett, master of the Content Forge here at SchemaSmith. Last time we quenched schema changes to a live SQL Server with SchemaQuench. Today we finish the trilogy, casting the data side of the equation with DataTongs. DataTongs extracts your table data so it deploys right alongside your schema. Point it at the tables you care about, and it pulls that data into source-controlled files. Quick addition note. Community DataTongs generates standalone merge scripts you can run directly or drop into a script folder. Enterprise adds content files and automatic data delivery. SchemaQuench deploys your data in foreign key-aware order with no manual wiring. Today we're showing Enterprise. Let me show you. Here's appsettings.json for DataTongs. Same pattern as the other tools. One config file tells it where to connect and what to extract. Source connection first. Localhost port 1440. Same Docker instance, same credentials we've been using through this whole series. Nothing new there. Tables is where it gets interesting. We've got 4 tables listed: person address type, person country region, person state province, and sales currency. Classic reference data. Notice key columns is blank on all of them. You can specify key columns manually, but if you leave it empty, DataTongs auto-detects from the primary key. Less config, same result. Sales currency has a filter. Currency code in dollars, euros, and pounds. We don't need all 100+ currencies for our dev environments. Just the 3 we actually test against. Down in shouldcast, output content files is true, output scripts is false. We want content files, not standalone SQL scripts. Configure data delivery is true. That's the big one. DataTongs will wire up the data delivery properties in our table JSON automatically. Merge type is insert update, so SchemaQuench will insert new rows and update existing ones at deploy time. Last piece. Content path points into the template's table data directory. That's where the content files land. Let's run it. One command. DataTongs starts casting. For each table you get 2 lines. Content file written, table JSON updated. Person address type, person country region, person state province, sales currency. 4 tables, 8 operations done. DataTongs completed successfully. Quick clean. No surprises. Let's see what DataTongs actually produced. 2 things to look at: the content files and the table JSON updates. First, the content files. Here's person address type table data. 6 rows, billing, home, main office, primary, shipping, archive. Straight JSON array, 1 object per row. Property names match the column names exactly. Readable, diffable, source control friendly. Now sales currency table data. 3 rows, euros, pounds, dollars. That filter did its job. Only the currencies we asked for. Second thing, the table JSON. Open person address type. Scroll down to the data delivery properties. DataTongs added these automatically. Content file points to the table data file. Merge type is insert update. Merge disable triggers is false. That's everything SchemaQuench needs to deploy this data. One thing you won't see here: match columns. When key columns was blank in the config, DataTongs doesn't write match columns either. SchemaQuench auto-detects from the primary key at deploy time. Same pattern, both tools. Now look at sales currency. Same data delivery properties, but this one also has merge filter, currency code in dollars, euros, and pounds. That filter carried straight over from the config. SchemaQuench will only touch rows matching that filter when it deploys, so existing currency data outside those 3 stays untouched. DataTongs cast the data and wired up the delivery. No manual JSON editing, no copying and pasting file paths. DataTongs did its job. Our content files are ready. But right now the database already has all this data. Let's break some things so we can watch SchemaQuench put them back. 100 state province rows gone, 3 address type rows gone, and we'll rename US dollar to US buck just to be difficult. Missing rows, wrong values, and a foreign key chain that has to go in the right order. Let's see what SchemaQuench does with that. Now the real test. Let's quench this and see if the data comes through. One command. SchemaQuench processes the schema first, then hits data delivery. There it is. Delivering table data, address type, country, region, state, province, currency. 4 tables all clean. Let's grep the progress log to see it clearly. But look at the order. Country region delivers before state province. That's not alphabetical, that's foreign key aware. State province has a foreign key back to country region. SchemaQuench figured out the dependency order and delivered them parent first. You didn't configure that. You didn't wire it up. It just worked. Let's prove it. Quick row counts. Address type back to 6. The 3 we deleted are restored. State province, 181. All missing rows reinserted in the right order, no foreign key violations. Country region went first, state province followed. And currency, US dollar, not US buck. The merge fixed the name. Everything we broke, SchemaQuench put back. That's the full pipeline. SchemaTongs casts your schema, you edit the metadata, SchemaQuench deploys the changes. Now DataTongs captures your data, wires it into the pipeline, and it all goes out together. Schema and data, one command, right order. No hand-rolled insert scripts, no guessing at foreign key order, no copying files between repos. Cast it, configure it, quench it. Done. Subscribe and stick around. More's coming from the Forge. Until then, may your data cast true and every row land where it belongs.